We are a group of spatial design students from the third year at the Willem de Koning Academy in Rotterdam. We are currently working on a housing project within our major and with future prospects to put the new culture campus, which includes our school, in the Rotterdam South area. Therefore, we decided to take on the challenge of creating 10,000 new living spaces.
Charloes is an old village in the south of Rotterdam. It is a residential area that is quite compact and has a lot of historical value. Before the war, and part has been built after the war. But it is still very closely embedded in the harbour area, which is still very active. There is a confrontation between dense housing areas and very large infrastructural roads and industry. In the last 5 years, the area has become quite popular, which has to do with the expected arrival of the cultural campus Charloes.
We have put a self-defense system in place to protect the Charloes residential area from flooding. Our proposal includes a dike, which incorporates housing within the main concrete structure and a green area that will act as a sponge when the water rises, and hosts aquaponic farms all year round, providing food and work. Since Charloes is already full with mostly social housing, local shops and schools, we don't want to influence the area by forcing old inhabitants to move out. After our research and interviews with the residents, we realized that building new housing in the area meant changing its community. New construction projects would only bring more developers and an increase in rent, which would result in gentrifying the area and pushing out the original residents. So instead of building on top of old housing, we decided to look for a new space in the area. Since it's expected that in the coming 10 years, the harbour in Rotterdam will move even further back, all harbour companies that are in Charloes will naturally disappear. A lot of space will free up for housing. Therefore, we are proposing to turn this space into a new residential area, including a bridge that makes the area more accessible. We propose to create a progressive plan. As you go more south, the buildings become higher, bigger, and more social. Going from expensive individual houses to social apartment blocks, this difference will enable us to provide cheaper homes, as the more expensive will in a way pay for the others. This will introduce a new richer demographic, as well as keeping the social artists and students in the community.